I had always been fascinated by antiques, so when I stumbled upon the old ornate mirror in a quaint shop tucked away in a forgotten corner of the city, it felt like destiny. The mirror, with its intricate carvings and an air of mystery, beckoned me. I didn't hesitate to buy it, oblivious to the nightmare that was about to unfold. The first few days were uneventful. The mirror added a touch of elegance to my modest apartment, its reflection always a bit too sharp, a bit too real. Then, things started to change. It began subtly. I'd catch glimpses of movements in the corner of my eye, shrugging them off as tricks of light. But soon, the movements became unmistakable. My reflection started to lag, its movements not quite mirroring mine. I'd raise my hand and it would hesitate before mimicking the action, its movements slow and deliberate, as if it were learning. I tried to convince myself it was just my imagination, but deep down I knew something was terribly wrong. The dread grew each day as I watched my reflection. It wasn't just imitating me anymore, it was watching me, studying me with a sinister intelligence in its eyes. One night I woke up to a chilling sight. My reflection was no longer mimicking me, it was moving independently. It paced back and forth, a twisted smile on its face, its eyes gleaming with malice. I was frozen in fear, unable to look away from the malevolent version of myself. The next few days were a blur of terror. My reflection started communicating, mouthing words I couldn't hear, gesturing wildly as if trying to tell me something, or warn me. I couldn't tell which. I covered the mirror, but I could feel its presence, its hunger to escape its glass prison. Then came the night it almost succeeded. I was lying in bed when I heard the sound of glass cracking. I rushed to the living room, heart pounding, to find the mirror uncovered and my reflection gone. Panic set in as I frantically searched my apartment, but there was no sign of it. Returning to the mirror, I peered into it, only to find an empty room staring back. That's when I felt it, a cold, clammy hand on my shoulder. I spun around, coming face to face with myself. But it wasn't me. It was my reflection, out of the mirror, in my world. The fight that ensued was surreal. I was battling myself, yet not myself. It was stronger, faster, and fueled by a desire for freedom. We crashed into furniture, shattering items in a wild dance of survival. It was trying to drag me towards the mirror, its intentions clear. It wanted to swap places, to take over my life. In the heat of the battle, I managed to grab a shard of broken glass. With a desperate swing, I struck my reflection. It shrieked, a sound so inhuman that it froze my blood. The mirror pulsed with a strange light, and in a moment of pure terror, I understood. The mirror was its anchor to this world. Summoning every ounce of strength, I hurled the shard at the mirror. The glass shattered into a million pieces, and with it my reflection screamed a bone-chilling scream before dissolving into nothing. I collapsed, panting, surrounded by the remnants of the cursed mirror. The nightmare was over, but the scars remained. I was left with a deep-seated fear of reflections, a constant reminder of the night I battled my sinister other self. The mirror may have been destroyed, but the memory of that terror lingers, a haunting echo in the back of my mind. I learned a valuable lesson. Some antiques are better left undiscovered, for they might just be windows to horrors unknown.